Some decisions to make and some work to do. Got to get it done. Hey guys, Jules here. So we are here at Fishtails in Zebulon, Georgia. Got our stuff set up, got our equipment set up, and we're going to be singing here on a Sunday some worship and some Christian music here at Fishtails in Zebulon, Georgia. It's one of the things we do. Good morning, guys. It is Labor Day, and Johnny had to work, so today I'm just going to do a little tiny mission that I need to get done, because first of all, we're going to possibly have somebody come over today, and plus the baby's been getting into it. When she comes over, she actually gets very excited about all the stuff on the floor. She loves it. But I'm going to get it and put it into a Rubbermaid container for now, just to contain it. Just the only thing is, it's going to be really hard to find the stuff. With it the way it is now, it's all spread out. It's actually pretty simple to find things we need. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna try to organize it into this container, and eventually we're gonna be working on this area. I'll show you real quick. So it's this area right here, right as you come in the door. I'm gonna try to put it in this container. I think I might go back in and grab a couple of like little bins, little small bins or something, because we got to have somewhere to put some of the little small things. But we want to start working on this area just so that we can have company. When they come over, they can sit somewhere, which, you know, they can sit on the couch, and we can pull out the hammock chair and a couple other seats, and so we'll be fine. But we're kind of undecided about what we want to do right here. We know we have to put the diesel heater here, but we're just kind of unsure exactly what we want to do with this area. But I'm going to go ahead and try to get it cleaned up a little bit. So it's not perfect still. We got to get this flooring in. I just kind of stacked it up. Hopefully he can find what he needs. So we got to work on that wheel well. It looks rough when you look at it from this angle. All the floor is getting pretty soiled and stuff. So we really need to go ahead and get our flooring in, or maybe if we got our flooring in, it would be what's getting messed up. So maybe we need to leave it like it is. I don't know, but this right here bugs me. So I like it to go over. I think I'm gonna get the turquoise one and put it back on. This looks a little bit better, not a lot, but a little bit. I like the turquoise the very best. Better than the gray in here. I think it looks best. Also fits better, so Johnny made it home, and he has pulled his truck up to the back of the bus because the battery's dead. So this is like the third time the batteries, so we got a bad cell or something going on with them. But anyway, he's gonna charge it up. I gotta buy us a battery charger, so we're gonna need one anyway. So but right now he's out there cleaning the post off and all that kind of stuff to see why it's, you know, possibly running down. Hoping that it's not a bad battery, but it could be. But anyway.
This thing's wearing out. I need a new one. these are 920, the date on these batteries, but before we go buy new ones, we're gonna see if cleaning these posts don't work on in them charging back up. So we probably need to get new ones eventually, but if we can, we need to hold out just a little bit.
Let's do it at least until we go on our big trip
Right.
in January. Hear that beep? Finally got it running. So it has been on the being charged for like, goodness, long time. Like, I don't know, 30 minutes, something like that. It's been a while. And finally, he got it to crank up. So we'll have to see if it'll hold a charge. If not, we'll probably take the batteries up to either Napa or O'Reilly's and have them test the batteries and see if we have any dead cells or whatever you call it. I'm just repeating what I've heard. So anyway, hopefully, you know, we got good batteries. I don't know why they died down though, so I don't know. So, hey guys, it is the end of the week and we've had kind of a busy week with work. Go to bed, get up at 2 a.m. It's just been rough. But anyway, so one of the things that I don't know if we've talked about yet is that we have not opted so far to put a sink in our bathroom. So therefore, we brush our teeth at the kitchen sink. And so, so far it's worked out okay. I just keep the toothpaste and toothbrush down in the cabinet here, in the bottom cabinet in a basket. And yeah, it's worked out fine. I wash my face here at the sink. I brush my teeth here at the sink. And so far it's worked out okay. We have thrown around the idea of putting a small sink in there and then putting like a foot pump with just some jugs, just so that Johnny can shave in the bathroom. That may be something we add, not sure yet. But we've got some deadlines coming up here. It is September 8th today, Friday, September 8th. And we are scheduled to be down in a campground here locally in Georgia. It's not very far. It's about 30 minutes from us. And so we're scheduled to be there with the bus on the 22nd. And we have not painted the outside. The main thing we would have to finish is we have to get the outside painted and get the tag converted to RV, unless we're going to try to get a commercial tag. I'm not sure, but we do have insurance. I did go ahead and get that put on here again. Sit down, get my coffee. So anyway, I hope we don't have to cancel this campground. I was really looking forward to it. One of my friends is actually camp host there this month. She's been there, they've been there for several months now. So I was hoping we'd be able to get to go. But anyway, so that needs to be done. I don't think the shower has to be finished, but the gray tank and all that needs to be properly hooked up before we go. And I would like to have the flooring in. And I think this weekend, I think I'm going to go ahead and buy it. The flooring for the bus and the paint. Those are kind of priority. My grandbaby's been coming in here, and the floor is a little rough. You could get splinters from it because it's just raw plywood. So I think we are going to go ahead. I think it might be something, hopefully, maybe I could do, is get the floors done. Maybe if he cuts the edges for me, I could install it while he does some other things on the outside, because we have to get that done. But he has a couple of days off work. Of course, we have to sing one of those days next week, next Friday. And then the next following Monday, I'm hoping that he will have that day off as well, so we can get some more stuff done. Maybe go up to the tag office and get that done. But yeah, so we haven't really done any more work this week on the bus. He's just been working so much. It's been really tough. So we need some days off to be able to get some of these things done in the bus. But look right there. That's cleaned up a lot nicer. Looks a lot better there in that space. And that's another thing, we have to decide what we're doing. I would like to have this done before we leave out for any camping trips. Just not sure. I'm going back and forth between a bench seat there, because we have to put the diesel heater under, and this would take longer because we'll have to track one down, or finding a passenger seat and installing it there on maybe like a platform with our diesel heater underneath. That's another idea. We're running out of time though, so we've got to get a lot of this done. We have to have most of it done by January, because we are actually leaving out for Florida. The last week of January, we will be leaving. And so one of my goals by then is to have new tires on the front. Of course, we're going to do some maintenance like oil changes and things like that. I've got to get some new tires on the car we're going to also take. I'm going to just follow him probably, because I don't foresee us having a tow hitch unless we can somehow manage that. But another thing we'll have to have is we'll have to have a place to put our generator, because down in Florida, I think my makeup's smeared. Down in Florida, we will have to run that generator a lot because it's going to be hot. So one of the kind of regrets we have is that we put the plug in for the bus, the 50 amp plug, on the side here, when it would have been more ideal to put it on the very back so that we could just plug a generator up while we're going down the road. Of course, there's a lot of concern about fumes and things like that, but what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that we have that exhausted away from the bus, so we won't have to worry about fumes or anything. Like I said, the other day when we had that power outage, the power was out for a good 6-7 hours, and the little fridge did fine. So I'm thinking that, now it was a little bit cooler in the day, it was more toward evening, but I'm thinking that the fridge could probably go a good drive somewhere before we stop, because we're going to try to never drive more than like 4 hours at a time. And so I think the little fridge would be okay, but the problem would be no air conditioning. This bus did not come with a dash air. And it's in Georgia. It's a very hot place, but no dash air. And the heater, we're still trying to debate what to do about that. That's another thing. We took the lines out, and we're not sure how that's gonna work. But anyway, so we will need to run a generator going down the road a lot of the times, because especially in the summer, well, mostly in the summer, we will need to do that. The diesel heater that we'll run up here up front is 12 volt, and so we should have our batteries good to go by then. But that's another thing we have to do. Probably at least, I think on this little short trip, we might be fine with no batteries, as long, because we'll be going and plugging in into a 50 amp. But once we leave here in January, we have to have our batteries and inverter and all that kind of stuff. set up and ready to go so that we can have power on the road, lights and stuff like that. So I've just kind of rambled on telling you a little bit about what we've been doing, an update and stuff. Probably I'm going to go ahead and post this video. This weekend, we are hoping to get some stuff done. Now, we're booked to sing Sunday, and we'll have to practice a little bit tomorrow, which is Saturday. But I'm hoping to be able to get some things done, some flooring at least picked out, brought home. We got to make a decision about the paint. We got to make that decision really quick. And we got to go ahead and get the rest of the decals off and start sanding the bus down and getting it prepped. So y'all pray for us. We've got a lot to do in a short amount of time to do it. And anyway, so just praying that the Lord provides everything we need, provides the wisdom and the knowledge, because a lot of times that's the main holdback is, well, it's hard to make the decision on the paint. First of all, the types. If you mention, like I put out on Facebook that we need a shop, and we really do need a shop, but we'll do it in this yard if we have to. But when I did that, I had everybody recommending me to paint and auto body people. And I have a brother-in-law who actually does that, but he's too busy, I think, to help us out. And so, and also, automotive paint is going to be really expensive. So I'm just not sure we're going to be able to do automotive paint. It would be ideal. And also, I'm not sure if we have the knowledge for that. I think it's a little more complicated. I'm not sure. You guys probably know more than I do on that. What we're considering is like oil-based implement paint, like tractor paint. With that, we'll be limited on our colors. We may have to try to mix some ourselves. I'm not really sure. Or we're thinking of going to Sherwin-Williams and talking to them about their direct-to-metal paint. Now, I think, if I'm not mistaken, they have two types of direct-to-metal paint. They have acrylic and then another kind. I'm not sure. I've heard the acrylic gets kind of powdery or whatever, chalky after a while of being in the sun, and we are in the sun here. So I'm just not sure. I think we might go talk to them, just see what they say. We have one here local close to us, and so we got some decisions to make and some work to do. Got to get it done. Thanks for watching. This is kind of like a little coffee talk because I do have my coffee this morning. And thanks for watching, guys. And appreciate you. If you will, give us thumbs ups. The algorithms got a little better this past week. And I think YouTube was showing us to a few more people. We had a couple of videos that were just, or couple of weeks that were just like in a lull. So anyway, thank you guys for giving us the thumbs ups, and thank you for the comments. We really appreciate it. And thank you for your prayers. Thanks for watching to the end. If you're still breathing, there's still hope. See you on the next one.